Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for March 25, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in the world of technology and global affairs, experts are warning about the growing risks associated with the increasing reliance on artificial intelligence. According to recent reports, there's a rising concern over the potential dangers of AI if not properly regulated. We'll be diving deeper into this story as it develops. Secondly, in the Middle East, the aftermath of the conflict between Iran and its neighbors continues to shape regional alliances. Gulf states are now seeking to renegotiate their defense relationships with Washington, demanding greater conditionality and clarity on security commitments. This shift could significantly impact the balance of power in the region and the future of U.S. Gulf relations. Lastly, in a disturbing incident in London, a synagogue was targeted in an arson attack, sparking widespread condemnation and concerns over rising anti-Semitism in the UK. The incident has led to increased security measures for Jewish communities ahead of Passover and calls for greater vigilance against hate crimes. These stories highlight the complex and interconnected nature of global affairs, from technological advancements to geopolitical shifts and social challenges. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis on these developments as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall know what's right now. We have several important stories to cover today. First, the partial government shutdown continues to cause disruptions in air travel, with TSA workers quitting due to unpaid work, and passengers facing long wait times for security screening. Airlines are taking steps to mitigate the issue, but it's essential for travelers to plan ahead. In international news, Lebanon is at the epicenter of a rapidly escalating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, with civilians bearing the brunt of the violence. The Lebanese government is struggling to assert its authority, and the situation could have far-reaching consequences for the entire region. And in a shocking turn of events, a Venezuelan man who was deported by the U.S. government has filed a lawsuit claiming that his human rights were violated during his detention and deportation process. Nayerver Adrin Leon Rengel alleges that he was wrongly accused of being a member of a gang and was denied due process. This case highlights the ongoing controversy surrounding the U.S. government's use of wartime powers to deport immigrants without due process. We will continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now, let's take a closer look at the story of Nayerver Adrin Leon Rengel and the implications of his lawsuit for U.S. immigration policy and human rights. According to Leon Rengel's lawsuit, he was arrested by U.S. immigration authorities despite having an active immigration case and lacking a deportation order. He claims that he was subjected to physical and emotional trauma during his detention, including being held without contact with his family or legal counsel. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has maintained that Leon Rengel has links to the Tren de Aragua gang, but has declined to provide evidence to support this claim, citing national security concerns. This case raises important questions about the use of wartime powers to deport immigrants without due process. The Trump administration has faced criticism for its handling of immigration cases, particularly with regards to the use of the Alien Enemies Act to summarily expel deportees. As we continue to follow this story, we will examine the implications of Leon Rengel's lawsuit for U.S. immigration policy and human rights. In conclusion, these are just a few of the important stories we're following today. We will provide updates and analysis on these and other topics throughout the day. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we have the ongoing oil market crisis sparked by the conflict between Iran and the United States. With the Strait of Hormuz closed, oil prices are soaring to unprecedented heights, leaving experts warning of potential triple-digit prices if the status quo is maintained. This crisis has severe implications for the global economy, with gas prices seeing their largest one-day increase since Hurricane Katrina in 2005. In other news, Domestic Metals Corp., a mineral exploration company, has announced new initiatives to discover economic mineral deposits in historical mining districts across the Americas. The company's focus on copper and gold deposits is a strategic move given the current market trends. Meanwhile, Faircourt Asset Management Inc. has declared a monthly distribution for the Faircourt Gold Income Corp., payable on April 15, 2026. Lastly, we're seeing significant developments in the global economy, with rising interest rates, vacant homes, and shifting economic trends. The Federal Reserve's expectations for interest rate cuts have been nearly erased, with some traders even betting on a rate hike this year. As we navigate these complex market dynamics, it's essential to stay informed about the potential effects on the global economy. We'll continue to monitor these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. We have 3 articles to summarize, all related to NASA's Artemis program and its ambitious plans for the moon. The first article discusses a historic shift in NASA's lunar ambitions as the agency abandons its plans for an orbital lunar station in favor of establishing a permanent human settlement on the moon's surface. This new initiative is expected to cost around $20 billion and will take approximately 7 years to complete. The second article delves deeper into the implications of this strategic shift, highlighting the potential benefits of a permanent human presence on the moon, including advancements in science, technology, and innovation. The article also notes that NASA is not alone in its lunar ambitions, with China and Russia pursuing their own plans for space exploration. The third article provides an update on NASA's progress, including a test mission prior to the lunar landing and experiments to test the safety of its rockets. The article also quotes Carl Starman, saying, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known," which perfectly captures the sense of excitement and curiosity that drives space exploration. In summary, NASA is embarking on an ambitious new chapter in space exploration, with plans to establish a permanent human settlement on the moon's surface. With a price tag of $20 billion and a timeline of 7 years, this project has the potential to drive significant advancements in science, technology, and innovation. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments as NASA works towards its goal of returning humans to the moon by 2025. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm Howard Closewell, and today we're bringing you a roundup of the latest developments in the world of sports. First, the University of North Carolina has parted ways with men's basketball coach Hubert Davis following a historic tournament loss. The search is now on for his replacement, with several high-profile coaches already being mentioned as potential candidates. In other news, Jared Calhoun has been appointed as the new head coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats men's basketball team. This marks a homecoming for Calhoun, who is an alum of the university and has a deep connection to the community. We believe this appointment is a step in the right direction for the program, which has been in flux since Mick Cronin's departure in 2019. Finally, we're also following developments in college basketball, where several top programs are making changes at the helm. It's shaping up to be an exciting offseason, with plenty of speculation and anticipation about who will be leading some of the biggest teams next season. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories as more information becomes available. I'm Howard Closewell, telling it like it is. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. We're bringing you a quick rundown of our top stories from around the world. Firstly, we have an update on potential concerts by Celine Dion in Paris. While rumors are swirling, we'll keep you informed as more information becomes available. The City of Light is always full of surprises, and we can't wait to see what's in store. In Brazilian politics, former President Jair Bolsonaro has been granted humanitarian house arrest due to his failing health. This development comes as the country prepares for a crucial election, with one of Bolsonaro's sons announcing his intention to run for the presidency. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as the situation unfolds. And finally, we're taking a moment to appreciate the wonders of our universe with a story about a bright green fireball that streaked across the Pacific Northwest sky. Experts have identified it as a rare meteor event, and while it's unclear if it made contact with the Earth's surface, it serves as a reminder of the vast and mysterious universe we inhabit. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I'm Joan, and I've got the scoop on what's hot and happening. First up, Manchester is taking over the UK's music scene. With its rich musical heritage and vibrant creative vibe, the city is proving why it's one of the most exciting and influential cities in the country. Next, we're talking about the TV watching conundrum. Who hasn't felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of content out there? Our writer Shirley Lee explores how to make watching TV feel less like homework and more like entertainment. It's all about finding balance, folks. And finally, art meets music in the stunning new GQ cover story featuring Rashid Johnson and Jay-Z. This collaboration is not just about two talented individuals coming together, it's a cultural moment that challenges our assumptions and transcends boundaries. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and get ready to dive into these fascinating stories. Trust me, darlings, you won't want to miss them. Stay fabulous, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we take a look at the captivating world of nature photography. Our report showcases the incredible work of photographers who bring us closer to the wonders of our planet. From breathtaking landscapes to intimate moments with wildlife, these images serve as a reminder of our responsibility to protect and preserve the natural world for future generations. In other news, a contentious decision by the US administration to repeal the roadless rule has sparked a fierce debate over wildfire mitigation and logging in national forests. Environmental groups and scientists argue that roads can increase the risk of wildfires, while proponents claim it will improve access for suppression efforts. The fate of America's wildlands hangs in the balance as the administration prepares to release its environmental impact statement. Lastly, researchers have confirmed that sperm whales engage in head-butting behavior, a phenomenon that has sparked both wonder and concern among scientists and conservationists. This discovery sheds new light on the complex social interactions of these majestic creatures and highlights the importance of preserving the delicate balance of our ocean ecosystems. Human activities such as overfishing, pollution, and climate change pose significant threats to marine life, including sperm whales. These stories remind us of the intricate relationships between species and their environments and the need for responsible and non-invasive research methods to minimize harm to these incredible animals. By supporting conservation initiatives, we can work towards ensuring the long-term health and prosperity of our planet's incredible biodiversity. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.